Dorit Kemsley admits being on reality TV has complicated her marital split from PK.Must. But make no mistake, she has zero regrets about speaking her truth or sharing her story with the world. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member tackled the topic during a recent sit-down with Interview magazine, explaining how her life in the public eye has affected her relationship with PK. Dorit insisted she and her estranged husband were very amicable and friendly following their decision to separate, but that all changed once RHOBA season 14 rolled around. "It's actually caused a lot of issues," she said. "When the show first aired, we'd filmed 7-8 months before that, so it's really difficult when you're in the present moment to think where you were 8 months ago, right? That's the difficulty about filming the show and then watching it." Dorit said season 14 brought back uncomfortable emotions for her and PK, which made it difficult to maintain a friendly dynamic. She claimed PK, whom she married in 2015, had an especially hard time reliving their disputes via TV, as he assumed the viewers would be more sympathetic to his position. "I think that PK struggled with watching some episodes," Dorit revealed. "He knew going into the season I had to live in truth and be able to share because that's my job, and that's what I signed up to do. And it's actually something that PK, out of all people, is very comfortable with. I think that watching it and seeing some of the audience's responses, he assumed that he would come out victorious." Dorit said PK was convinced he'd have more viewer support as season 14 played out, and when that didn't happen, they experienced a lot of issues and friction. "That's unfortunate because I've really tried hard to say, PK, let's stay in the present moment," she said. "Because regardless of work, regardless of whether we end up getting divorced or whether we reconcile, it's incredibly important that we have peace in a relationship, because we have 2 children and there's no reason in the world for us not to." Dorit has repeatedly described PK as a good father, but claimed he was not sufficiently hands-on with their children, 9-year-old daughter, Dorit Kemsley, and 11-year-old son, Dorit Kemsley. And although her comments on PK's parenting weren't entirely complimentary, Dorit insisted she doesn't look at PK as her enemy. "He knows what I signed up to do, and he's been a big supporter of it," she said about her years-long run on RHOBH. "In fact, it was him that pushed me to do the show 8 years ago. He was very encouraging of it and supportive, and even said, 'Listen, you should feel very free to be open and honest and truthful.' So I think that sometimes be careful what you wish for. But by no means was I out to get him or expose him." Dorit Kemsley's life, once hidden behind the gilded gates of Beverly Hills, became a constant topic of discussion and speculation the moment she stepped into the world of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. From the bright lights of the red carpet to the emotional whirlwind of reality television, every aspect of Dorit's life was laid bare for the world to see. And among the many aspects of her life that viewers would come to know intimately, one of the most compelling narratives has been her relationship with her husband, PK Kemsley. The couple's marriage, which began in 2015, seemed like a fairy tale, full of lavish vacations, high-end fashion, and a strong familial bond. But as the years passed and Dorit became a fixture on RHOBH, the cracks in the seemingly perfect marriage began to show. In a candid conversation with Interview magazine, Dorit discussed the complexities of her relationship with PK, particularly how their marital struggles were magnified by the public scrutiny that comes with being on a reality show. "I think when you sign up for reality TV, you're signing up for a different kind of relationship," Dorit confessed. "It's not just you and your partner anymore. It's you, your partner, and millions of people with opinions on your life." In that interview, Dorit reflected on the turmoil that had surfaced during RHOBH season 14, a season that coincided with a tumultuous period in her marriage. Dorit revealed that when the season aired, she and PK had already been separated for months, but watching the show brought back uncomfortable memories for both of them. What was supposed to be a mutually amicable separation began to unravel, thanks to the very thing that made them famous, television. Filming the show, we were in a different place. We filmed so many months ahead of time, and then when the episodes air, it feels like you're living in the past again, Dorit explained. It's hard not to relive all those emotions, especially when you're in a delicate place like we were. It stirred things up in a way we hadn't anticipated.